Hello guys, I am Adik and in this video we'll learn how to turn on the DC motor fan using buttons and how to regulate it using a potentiometer, which is a variable resistor. Let's start making the circuit. We'll require the circuit from our previous project along with two push buttons, a potentiometer and a screwdriver. We'll also require 4 male to female wires and 4 male to male wires. Let's start making the circuit. We'll take the breadboard, turn it around to the free space. We'll take our push button and hold it in this direction and connect it between the breadboard in this fashion. We'll take another push button and connect it beside the first push button, 2 pins apart from there, and then we'll take our potentiometer. Make sure we are keeping the 3 slots of the potentiometer on our top side of the breadboard, and we connect it on the breadboard on its one side such that we can see the 3 pins of the potentiometer only on the bottom side of our breadboard. Now let's take male to male wires and connect the third pin of our potentiometer with the negative line of the breadboard, and we'll connect the second leg of our push button also to the negative line of the breadboard. We'll take the male to male wire for this. We'll again take a male to male wire and connect similarly to our first push button on its right leg and the other end of the male to male wire to the negative line of the breadboard. We'll now take our male to female wires and use them to connect our circuit with the Smoboard Think Mini. Take one wire and connect the middle pin of the potentiometer with pin number D5 of the Smoboard. Take the left pin of the potentiometer and connect it to 3.3 volt, which is 3V3 pin of the Smoboard. Take the left leg of the push button, of the right push button, and connect it to pin number 23 of the Smoboard, and take another wire from the left leg of the push button and connect it to pin number 22 of the Smoboard. Our circuit is done. Let's connect the USB to it. Let's launch the Smocode ID and code for the project. We'll first make the code to control the DC motor fan using the 2 buttons. Let's create a new project for our DC motor. DC motor fan control, and click create project. Our project is created. Now on the left we'll see a list of nodes from which we'll pick the on button click node and set the button's number, pin number, to pin number 22. Now on this button click, we should turn on the motor. So let's take the DC motor node and click the pencil icon to create the configuration for the DC motor. Select pin 1 pin only, and set pin 1 to pin number 2. Our configuration is done. We are turning on the motor. Now on another button, click of the second button. Our second button is on pin number 23. We'll take another DC motor node and turn off our DC motor. Our code is done. We'll save the code using Ctrl S and click on the verify button on top right. Let's upload the code. While uploading, it will ask us to press the boot button for a while. Our code is getting uploaded now. It's uploaded. Now we'll press the left button to turn on the motor. And we'll now press the right button to turn the motor off. So our project is working. Now let's create the code for controlling the motor using a potentiometer. We'll remove the current code and also remove the configuration nodes from the right sidebar by clicking on it, selecting it and pressing delete button. To save the code, by pressing Ctrl S or by pressing the save button on the top. Now we'll take an on interval node and set its interval to 0.1 second. Every interval we will read the potentiometer's value, which will tell us how much intensity of speed to keep for the motor. So we'll read analog from pin number. We'll set the pin number by clicking on the pencil icon to pin number 5 and click done. Now we'll convert these values of values coming from the potentiometer to a scale 0 to 100. So first our input should be the digital value that is coming from analog read, and keep the configuration for x1, x2 and y1 and y2 to these values such that the output is between the range of 0 and 100. The output is given as a variable named map. Now we'll write these values to our pin number 2 of the motor. For that, we'll click on the pencil icon, and the output pin should be set to 2, and the intensity should be of the same value as the mapped variable. It's done. Now we'll also make sure that our pin number 4, on which the second pin of the motor is connected, is off. So on start, we'll make that pin off. So we'll take a pin right node and make pin number 4 off. Pin number 4, 0. Now what our code will do is, it will take the setting of potentiometer as we turn the screw, and it will set the intensity, the corresponding intensity, on our pin of the motor. A quick correction from my end, we'll have to change the configuration of analog read. Open the menu using the pencil icon and change pin number 5 to pin number 13. Also in the circuit, we'll have to change the wire connected on the pin number 5 of our SMO board to pin number 13 of the SMO board. Now let's upload the code. It will ask us to press the boot button for a while. Our code is uploaded. Now let's turn the potentiometer and see if the speed is getting controlled while we turn it. So we are now increasing the speed, and we can see after a certain point the speed increases, and up to max we can turn the potentiometer to 360 degrees. Now we'll slowly rotate it in the reverse direction, and we can see the speed of the motor reduces. And let's turn it back to full speed. That's all for this project, guys. For more details and explanation, check the website documentation link in the video description. Hope you guys liked the video. See you in the next project.